Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to Spit Talking with Thalia. And I do believe this is episode 3. Yes, episode 3. And today we'll be talking about the latest and greatest with Blueface, Krishan, Jaden Alexis. How Blueface, kidnap a baby he keeps denying, and how Krishan and Jaden Alexis linked up, and how all that ended up happening. I have very strong opinions about this whole thing, and I actually want to have a conversation with the ladies because enough is enough at this point. So, if you're interested in getting my thoughts and opinions about this entire threesome, by all means, stay tuned. But before you get all cozy, now listen, I just want to just kind of go into the Spotify thing. If anyone has gone over to Apple, I haven't even checked the analytics as far as anyone checking me out on Apple as far as the podcast. For whatever reason, I have an account with Spotify, but I cannot link the podcast over there. So I don't know. I'm still working on that. No, I'm not. Not for real. Not because I don't want it over there. It's because I just been trying to just make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and keep pushing content out to everywhere else that I have access to. But I will be working on it in the event that you do not have an Apple phone or Apple device where you can hear the podcast on. But of course, you have good old YouTube. So that's never an issue for you to check me out on video versus audio. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. But yes, if you are interested in just being a part of the community, just checking me out permanently, there is a subscribe button. By all means, click that. Alongside of it is a notification bell. And yeah, so then you know every time I post. So that's it. By all means, go ahead. Go ahead, click it.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about.
So I wanted to talk about this trio because all three of them tend to do something to my spirit, but Blueface especially. So so this dude decided to go to Krishan's house on Monday, which I think was the third or fourth. No, it was the fourth. Went to her house on Monday around 4 o'clock in the morning to take a sleeping child out of the house and cause ruckus because he's pressed about what she's doing and who she's doing it with. And I don't think he's even honest about that. It's not because he wanted to take care of baby. Now, all of us have seen his tweets and how he is not very proactive in the kid's life, has denied the kid on several occasions, and now all of a sudden he's worried about the child's care and where the mother is at 4 o'clock in the morning. Get a grip. So let's take a look at this. I think it was on his stories because that's I think where I retrieved it from. On his Instagram stories and the foolery he caused.
It's crazy. My son ain't got no parent at 4 in the morning. Nobody want to watch him. She got Marsh. She got Marsh watching the baby at 4 in the morning so she could what? Get some dick? Do a verse? Fuck a nigga?
Let me tell you something. Even if that's what she wanted to do, that doesn't have anything to do with him. Like, it just sounds like a bitter baby father kind of situation. Sir, you have the tendency on doing whatever it is you want to do and whenever you feel like doing it. So why do you care what she's doing? The child is clearly not being neglected because she left the baby with her best friend and the child's godmother. Like, in the event that she leaves this earth, March would be responsible for the kid based on the assigned title she gave her. So what are we talking about? You don't spend any time with the kid, but now all of a sudden you're worrying.
Do a verse? Fuck a nigga? Let me get in here, bro. All this so you could do a verse, suck some. You a both bitch. My son ain't got no parent. 4 in the morning. Stopping us. Cause she wanna be a bad parent to a bad parent. She wanna be a yes. Yeah, close the door. Let's go, Marsh. You gonna get your ass whipped soon as we get there. Come on.
My thing is this, right? If I was the Uber driver, I would be like, all of y'all get out of here. Like, get out. I couldn't deal with the commotion, nor would I want to. Like, what are we doing here? What do you get out of threatening women, Blueface, with your scrawny ass? Tell me, what do you get out of that? Like, what is your issue for real? Like, okay, I think he had saw an interview. I don't think he had saw. I think I had saw an interview that he was in, or no, it wasn't that. I think it was his. He had did an Instagram live, and one of the girls up there checked him. I mean, truly checked him as far as always wanting to be aggressive towards women, and we've all seen him like fight Krishan and this and the third online. Not that he has issues fighting somebody, but he was like, "Oh well, haven't you seen me shoot somebody?" You have to be the dumbest. You are on probation and you want to sit here and highlight your crimes. No one's saying that you wouldn't fight a dude. I think we've even seen you do that as far as like a boxing match or whatever. Nobody cares. The problem is that when you're dead ass wrong, you want to sit here and beat on women when you're dead ass wrong.
I think about it. The baby ain't got my name. I ain't signed no paper. She had the baby in Baltimore. It's not in California, so there's no schoolyard. I'm good. Dead homies. Oh, the dead homies. The bitch planned it out so much for herself, selfishly inclined, that she didn't even take into consideration the laws.
Okay, this is a legitimate question. Like, did Blueface have a stroke? Because he talks like, something has occurred. So I just wanted to know, because maybe that's what's going on up top. Like, there has been some neurological damage after the stroke, because he has to be the dumbest dude ever in life. No, I'm going to take that back, because he has moments of brilliance. Like, he is definitely a creative, but he also manipulates and he also disrespects women on such a level that I don't seem to understand why females find him attractive. Is he ugly? No, right? There's no question in that. We don't have to sit here and discuss his physical features. But as an individual, there's nothing appealing about this dude. Like, why is it hard for Krishan and Jaden to just separate themselves? Because neither one of them are terrible looking chicks. They're both pretty, right? In their own right. So why are we wasting away with this dude? He's had like one hit that I can recall. Was never a fan of his. Even with Cardi B on it, it wasn't my kind of tune. I'm also older. Like Tatiana, that's just a stupid title for a song. It wasn't my thing. And I don't recall him having, I know he has plaques and things, but he's not of my generation. I'm not of his, so nothing he does is like, good to me. So after that whole incident with Marsh and Blueface, the very next day, I would like to say, it wasn't the next day, it was a day after that, when Krishan, she went live and she was just talking about how, what happened or whatever. And she also claimed that he beat on her too. So it was Marsh and Blueface, they were tussling or whatever have you to try to get the baby back, blah, blah, blah. Somehow Krishan was contacted. She made it to his house or made it into his neighborhood 4 minutes after the conversation or whatever have you. They all started tussling. Again, it's like, why are we even fighting over a kid that you, sir, have denied since day one? So y'all saw that clip. This post he had put on Twitter. This was on September the 25th, and I'll put it up here so you guys can see. He said, well, he did acknowledge the baby, that it was his in this tweet. I had a baby with a crack baby. Shake my head. It's my fault too, for real. Can't cap. I hate how he speaks. I tried to get that abortion, but she prayed for this shit. Okay, so even with that being said, you wanted nothing to do with the kid. So why did you end up at the house at 4 o'clock in the morning? Is it the fact that you just wanted, you know, to get over there, booty call, whatever have you, just have a little bit of fun and knowing that you're engaged to somebody else, but you snuck out the house, you were also intoxicated. Oh, again, I asked this question in my last video. Who is his probation officer? Has anyone paid a visit to his house with all the Hennessy bottles that are in there? I personally do not care. Like, I don't. Like, I want to draw attention to the foolery. I want, like, someone to look at that and be like, listen, that's a violation. Truly. And then there was another post. Nobody want yo snaggletooth ass on schoolyard. I'm not your baby daddy. Stop talking about me. So not only do you say you don't want her, you're not the kid's father. So why were you over there at 4 o'clock in the morning if that's not your kid? I don't understand. And I've seen people debate whether, and also with her sisters, oh, that's the kid's father. He has the right to come pick up the child whenever he wants. No. I mean, law is whatever. I don't know the law of California, nor am I going to sit here and look it up. But if you're going to sit here and deny the child, you don't provide any care for the child, no financial support, nothing. And the mother is the one that's doing all of the work. Yes, they may have not been like no court order, whatever, as far as like defining who does what and who has custody of whom. I get that. But this is where it's like, this is more about you. This is more of an ego thing. You want to sit here and play this tug of war because someone has moved on. It's not because you care about the well-being of the child, because you took the child out the house with no coat, no socks on. This is a brand new baby. What is he, 3 months old? You and Marsh have hoodies on. Meanwhile, this baby is naked, and you care about what Krishan is doing. You care about your son so much you can bring him out in a chilly air to prove a point to who? And I don't think I've seen anybody talk about that. Like, you cared so much about that kid that you decided to just have him come out the house naked? When you have your hoodie on top of your head and you all snuggled up, Marsha's all or her. I don't get it. When these ladies were claiming that this dude, hit them, gave them black eyes or whatever, I personally, I know that Krishan had shades on. Jaden, she said that, that this dude hit her. Marsh, she had a filter on during her live, so you really couldn't tell whether or not she got hit. She had a little puffiness, but I think her eyes kind of look like that anyway. But she said that, it's a little black, whatever. She had the filter because she didn't want no one to see. I don't know why y'all are protecting this dude. Is it that you don't want the state to get involved and press charges on him and don't want to be, I guess, I don't know, snitching, even though y'all are telling us all that he hit you? You don't want the evidence to be out there? Because I don't understand why you guys are protecting this dude. Now, Marsh had said something in her live, and I don't think I have all of her live, but she was acknowledging everything that he has done, and the reason why they have money is because of him. I understand you being grateful, but that doesn't mean that whatever anybody does for you doesn't mean that you have to take abuse behind it. Either you're going to do a good deed and don't ask for nothing in return, or you're going to be that person that's going to sit here and keep letting people know what you have done. And that's a problem I also have with him. I told myself, I'm like, listen, I'm going to do this podcast. I'm going to talk about whatever I need to talk about. And I'm going to have some form of positive message towards the end of it. And I'm trying to dig deep in, as I'm talking to you, what it is I'm going to say. Because this dude, he does something to my spirit. And I feel bad when it comes down to these women that keep talking to him. When I saw Jaden and Krishan in the car together, right? I think the initial, because I don't know what I was doing where I wasn't able to record it. Oh, no. What it was, I saw a notification that she had went live, like, I don't know, an hour and some change after she went live. And then I saw clips. And then it was like, okay, she's talking, trying to give her explanations. Like, sometimes listening to Krishan talk and explain something is like, girl, spit it out already. Because she just, I don't know, she just throws in words and stuff don't make sense sometimes, but God bless her. Anyway, so then I saw Jade and Alexis walk past, like she was adjusting the baby in the car seat, like getting him in, getting him adjusted. That's how it appeared. So I was like, hold on. And then she said that, oh, I'm with Jade and Alexis. I'm like, oh. And so when they were in the car together, I was like, oh, look at God. Because it's one thing, I've never had issues, right? I've never had issues with dealing with my husband's daughter's mom. Like her and I have a decent relationship, right? No qualms, no issues. We are a blended family. And so I never understood why people felt the need to have a beef with the other person. You know what I'm saying? With my ex-husband, I particularly don't like this dude. I hope you're watching. I pretty don't like this dude, but I never had no issues with him or whoever he moved on with. He did, not me per se. So I just never understood why some folks make it hard for the other person. But in this, I think they realized that it wasn't them, it was Blueface keeping the drama going because it benefited him. He was making money. He's making money off of the drama. Because even when they were all in the same household, he was like Lemmy, who is the owner, founder of Zeus Network. And I'm just like, oh my God, this dude. Now he's gonna make a show about it. And I just hope that these women have enough sense to not like think of the money and not put themselves alongside, like put their kids out there too, just for $1. I understand, make your money, right? But let's not exploit the kids or yourself just to make this dude rich. So I have a few clips, I think, maybe one, of Jaden and Krishan in the same car together. The fact that Krishan, use your noggin. I'm pretty sure nobody got in trouble in this whole scenario, right? But you're literally in the car. Y'all are asking for shots. Krishan is claiming that they're drunk. One is behind the wheel. Y'all are exhibiting behavior as if you are inebriated and you have your baby in the back. I am not going to excuse that you're only 23. I don't know how old Jaden is. She might be around the same age as Blue. Was Blue 26? So she might be like 24, 25 or whatever have you. So I can't excuse it. Everybody is an adult and everybody has kids in this situation. Why would y'all be drinking and have kids with you? Not only did y'all have the baby, but Krishan, you had your nieces and nephews. Like, y'all need to be a little bit more responsible. Like it isn't an excuse. And if you want to continue to broadcast your life, show everybody the good and the bad of you, then it's like don't wreck your brand before it even takes flight for real because you're making poor decisions. And then you're risking the safety of others by being irresponsible. Like I hated that.
Okay, she evil. It's not funny. We just hurt. What you mean what that got to do with you, yo? We not doing nothing. We just at the gas station posted up. We was getting my son, then it prolonged, and then we took shots, and then we just got stopped. We on the way. We so drunk, we not finna drive with no baby.
I mean, I'm glad you acknowledge you're not about to drive with the baby, but y'all are outside in a public place with an open container with kids in the car.
No, we finna get your own. We finna get you a phone.
No, that's all right. Just tell her I'm gonna leave the kids across the street.
Blue, you're lame. That's your kids. Why would you want to leave them across the street?
Why would you leave them here?
He is lame. But the fact that you keep like smooth talking him, Krishan, it annoys me. You know he's lame. And I know that you have moved on with this K Suave kid. If I was your mom, neither one of them would be a pick, but but it appears like this case Suave is a better individual to you than Blue. Who knows at this point? But you still give Blueface a lot of grace. I don't care who he is to your child. The dude is disrespectful. And as for Jaden, this is where I feel like she has bigger balls than Krishan in this sense. Even though she has been around the longest, she does she tends to walk away. She tends to be a little bit more withdrawn than Krishan, and rightfully so. I guess being with someone for so long and dealing with all the dumb stuff he has put her through, she's probably detached. Girl, I understand. I know that feeling all too well. So I get it. But it's like, Krishan, what else does he have to do or say for you to kind of open up your eyes and be like, yeah, I don't deserve none of the stuff that he throws my way? Like, when is that going to register? Krishan is trying to make things smooth. And she could be doing that just so there isn't a confrontation. But dude is not even worth, I'm not saying being argumentative. I'm not saying trying to go in there and start a fight or nothing. But it's like, there would be no conversation. That's what I'm saying.
Alright, Papas, like on some real shit, I'm
sorry, I can't take it anymore.
Right, I could.
Krishan, if you would have threw your head back at me one more time, I would have punched you in your noggin. Jaden is good. I felt like Krishan's being a little phony, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if there was a motive. I just feel like she was being phony, or it was because she was inebriated. It just didn't appear to be genuine. But what I could see with Jaden, I appreciated her just hanging up. Like, nobody wants to hear the BS. You're talking about taking my kids across the street. Like, I don't know why she didn't spaz out over that, because I probably would have sobered up real quick. Oh no, my kids are not going anywhere. But that goes back to say, like, it's very questionable to sit here and say that he's a good father, because when we don't know, right? We see him on Instagram, and what he does is he just posts little moments of him and his kids doing the oddest things. His son being, or his son misbehaving, being inappropriate, or he's being inappropriate. I don't know. It doesn't show like him doing great things as a parent, in my opinion. Y'all can think he's like the greatest dad of the freaking year. I don't know, but nothing he does impresses me with the kids. So it's like, whatever, dude. And then you want to sit here and just drop your kids off across the street because you're pissed off because your kids' moms are rocking with each other? Because your biggest fear is that they're going to sit here and conspire against you. And you will be left with nobody. Which, he went live the other day and it was like, damn, this shit is sad.
Pretend no more, I swear to God, I miss my nigga starving.
Like, what?
What?
Like, get so real.
Right.
Krishan, shut up.
Oh my God.
Answer.
I ain't going. I ain't giving a
Jaden's scared of him, yo. I like to play
Bitch,
with
ain't
this.
nobody scared. I'm not doing that. He can kiss my ass.
Do you know how to fight? Yes. But when it comes down to Blueface, it's like we see more love in you for him than we do with Jaden. Jaden's like, yeah, whatever. So I don't even know why she ever decided to get engaged to dude, because he's garbage. So maybe a few hours later, somehow they ended up in the same house together, and they tore some stuff up, right? And I don't believe in breaking stuff. Like, I think it's stupid. Like, what's the purpose of destroying your own items or someone else's? Like, that's not going to take away whatever hurt that you're going through. So I'm a personal believer, like, that's just a dumb idea of destroying things. So when the alert came out, it was Krishan going live. No, it was Blueface. Blueface, like, apparently got her phone and went live.
So why would we care? You bust her lip, you bust her ass, why would we care? Ooh. Now what? You might want to delete that. Oh, Bookie.
Come on, girl, stop playing like that.
Stop playing.
But I could hear the hurt in Jaden's voice. Like, even though they might be slightly intoxicated, you could hear that she's exhausted. Like, enough is a freak enough with this dude. You can hear her voice rattle, and I actually felt her pain. And to me, I'm gonna be honest, and I actually root for Krishan heavy, because I have a daughter that is a year older than her, and I can't imagine my kid, regardless of the level of fame, just being out here, just doing the most, just appearing irresponsible and stressed. Like I can't see it and not have, you know, some form of empathy for it.
Get off live.
No, we ain't sorry. We about to reconcile. We about to reconcile. Y'all not finna tear my shit up.
Tear y'all.
Y'all ain't finna tear my shit up.
Unwillingly on the camera.
Hey, look.
Unwillingly on live.
Why you?
Hey, look. Check it out. Look.
Why
Look. All right. I didn't put you on live, bro. Shut the fuck up. Nobody can see you. God damn.
I hate, I mean, truly hate when someone says, shut the F up. It makes me want to throat punch you, like truly. Like have some form of respect. Like the reason why we're all in a situation would be because of you. That in my mind, if I was them, I'm like, who are you talking to? None of this would have gone down if you would have kept your ass at home. None of this would have gone down if you didn't decide to be fake dad of the moment and go pick up a kid that wasn't bothering anybody. And definitely you haven't been bothered with. So why all of a sudden you want to go over there? If I was Jaden, my question would be like, damn, 4 o'clock in the morning? You can't see your kid no other time? Why were you even trying to be over there? Like, let's keep it a stack. Why were you there, BLUEFACE?
But check this out, though. Nobody can see you, bro. We know. Yeah. Come on. But check this out. Y'all done broke all my shit.
Who's y'all?
So, y'all owe me some pussy now.
I don't know shit.
There's nothing more disgusting that when a person, regardless of gender, takes a serious situation and sexualize it somehow or feel like there should be a funny moment in that when everybody else is serious. How do they find this dude attractive? I don't care what kind of dimples, what kind of hair texture, what kind of height, whatever. Because he doesn't have a body, at least in my opinion. He's thin, extremely thin, which is not my cup of tea. But, you know, to each his own. Nonetheless, I don't see the appealing factor of this dude. And he doesn't respect his mother. Well, hell, his mom doesn't respect herself. But what I'm saying is, I don't see where the cuteness comes into play.
Cricket. And you're on live with no consent.
Who going first?
With no consent.
In his teeth. In his teeth.
All right, let me end it because y'all being extra, cuz. That's crazy. Y'all had all that fun. No, let me ask the lie. Okay, let me ask the lie. Hey, did they have my phone call on the phone earlier?
That's cool.
Did y'all see what I was telling you know, they went live and did ha ha ha.
All right, get my phone.
Was I on talk? Let me see what they say first. Cause I know y'all lying. Like I know you was on you recorded my phone call. Like,
We didn't record.
yes,
Get
you
the
did.
fuck over it. We don't consent to this.
Damn, girl. Every time I talk to y'all, it's like
don't give a fuck.
it's a jail call. This is automatically recorded. Like, this automatic. Like, damn, girl.
Krishan, why you laughing? If I was Jaden too, I'm like, yo, why you laughing?
No, that's crazy. Nah, that's crazy, girl. That's cool.
We reconcile, cool with y'all, cool. Don't play with me, don't come at my house. Take my baby. You cool, man, you cool. Louis, what's up?
Okay, so it ended. Well, at least Krishan said, don't come back to my house and don't take my baby. But you also need to get some law involved so that there isn't this confusion of who can take the baby and when. Like, I just don't understand his fixation with you. You know, he would go on Twitter and just bash you. And that's the part that I don't seem to understand with Krishan, is that this dude will go on Twitter, call her a crackhead, snaggletooth, she's dumb, she's a bitch, she's this, the only person that you care about is Jaden, this and the third, show your kids' genitals online. Just blatant disrespectful, and somehow he still ends up in your drawers. where is the self-worth? Now, I think all of us, regardless of gender, have put up with more foolery than necessary in our life, right? Some of us can restrain from any physical activity because we don't get down with the bullshit. That be me. I'm not giving you jack on any level if I'm mad at you. But it's clear that Krishan tolerated quite a bit. I don't know what Jaden has, but she has left the house. She has separated herself from him on a couple occasions because she couldn't put up with the foolery. But it's like, why go back? Like once you're out the house, you're free from the nonsense. You no longer have to put up with the foolery because he has glorified her as this individual of, regardless of what I do, she won't go out and be disrespectful and be with someone else. So my question will always be to Jaden, it's like, why? If this dude is blatantly disrespectful, he will be involved with whoever he wants to. Why do you have to sit home with the kids, twiddling your thumbs, or wondering why, you know, or wondering what he's doing and who he's doing it with? Like, that's crazy to me. I don't believe in cheating or any infidelity or whatever, but I do believe in fairness. Like, if you're going to be out there doing whatever it is you want to do, I don't see why I can't be out here doing what I want to do. And one thing I can sit here and say about Krishan's friend March or Marsh, I don't know however you say her name. When I had actually looked her up, it's Marchina, but it's spelled March, like the month March. Um, what I will say is that she is a good friend, and this is why. She keeps putting herself in the front line in the name of holding Krishan down, in the name of their friendship. Tasiki I'm not even going to acknowledge what Tasiki had put. This is Krishan's sister, what she had tweeted or put it on Instagram or whatever, like threatening March again. It's like, for what? You know, leave that girl alone. She's out here doing sisterly things where you should be stepping up doing them. Now, granted, Krishan, you know, she got you jumped or whatever, but if it just a side note, right? And Tasiki's not honest in this sense. You kind of betrayed your sister first by talking to someone that you know doesn't like her sister, or inviting her to an area where your sister's gonna be, knowing she doesn't like her. And it's like, where's the loyalty? Who has it? Who didn't have it first? And that's in my opinion. I felt like Tasiki dropped the ball first, and Krishan reacted to that. Not because I'm a heavy Krishan fan. The child, I look at her like, oh, that could be my kid. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad that she may have lacked a few things early on in life. And so I empathize with her because I think that's why she ultimately makes the decisions that she makes. But Tasika was wrong. I feel like also too, with them two being sisters, that they should reconcile, because you can't replace your siblings. You can't. Now, some people are just not worthy ever talking to, but if there was some form of bond with you guys in the past, that can be reconciled. Like, it's not even worth it. But nonetheless, Tasiki put her 2 cents in, threatened March, and March out here just getting beat up all over the place on behalf of Krishan. Now, this is where I have some advice from March. Krishan ain't worth it. Now, I don't think anything is free. I do believe that Krishan probably pays her to babysit or whatever. I don't know the arrangement. But the fact that you keep getting hurt and you have a son yourself, it's like, yeah, this friendship is not that deep to me because I also have responsibilities. Someone also depends on me. And I'm not going to sit here and sacrifice my life for you or your child. Meanwhile, there's a possibility I can leave mine here as an orphan. No. In my opinion, Krishan, stop putting your friendship in situations where she constantly has to defend herself and she's always having to put a band-aid on because she's getting her butt handed to her. And that's March, and that's not me trying to clown you or saying that you can't fight. It's the fact that it's all of this is not worth someone putting their hands on you because you're just constantly defending and putting yourself in a situation where you have to defend Krishan. Krishan no longer has a baby. I mean, she's no longer pregnant. She doesn't need you fighting her battles. So he went on live on Tuesday. So he's at home. Mind you, Tuesday was the day I was going to sit here and record what I already had, right? And then he decides to go live. I'm like, I got to watch it because I know he's going to talk about what happened. And he did. So he kept asking his audience about whose fault was it or who's more toxic. It was long, right? And I don't want to sit here and play all of it, but he kept asking. And then you had one young lady who was up there just kind of ripping him apart. But then you also had some more chicks up there that were, well, some more young ladies, sorry. Some more young ladies who were up there and was all goo goo gaga and changing their clothes in front of him. And I'm like, what do y'all need to see? What do you need to see? Dude is like, he's not that appealing. And not again, not because of his physical, but he is not a great individual. What do you have to witness? You had one chick that was being one young lady who was being honest. She kept dropping the N-word like, girl, I mean, she looked like she was of Hispanic descent, but no, mama, not for you. Not for you. And for whatever reason, like his live kept going in and out or off, and the signal was off. So there's no need for me to play all that for you. But then Jason Lee had made an appearance, and so I will play what I caught because my stupid phone was doing something crazy. Like the screen recording failed, saved due to I don't know, it was acting dumb.
These people to make it seem like I'm doing this
Well,
to.
I will say it seems like you've invested so much in people, and it almost like seems like at any given moment everybody turns on you. I don't know. I'm not taking sides on why that happened.
Jason, you are taking sides because I don't even know what kind of analysis that was. You think people turn on him? He doesn't create the foolery for himself.
Oh, thank you, thank
No,
you.
but I'm not taking sides on why that happens. But I just feel like you put everybody in a position to do whatever you want to do.
It's like I
Because
give them a platform and then they tear me down on their platform.
but on the other hand, I think everybody also wants to be happy. I don't know what happiness is for you. I would ask you like, what is happiness for you?
Yeah,
Because
for
it
me,
seems like happiness for everybody keeps changing every day.
literally, shit. Happiness for me, what? I don't even know, bro.
Because I'm telling you right now, we're gonna hang up. I'm gonna get on a flight. I'm gonna land in Miami. I'm gonna go live, and Krishan or somebody or Jaden's gonna be at your house, or you're gonna be over at the studio. I mean, like it's like
Nah,
this
nah.
is
Right
not the end of the
now,
story.
honestly, right now, look. So look. All right, let me get to the story. All right, so boom. After they left, I felt betrayed. I felt like they teamed up because they came back with like this energy.
How do you feel betrayed, sir? It's the sad look like I did nothing. These women decided to link up and just destroy my house. Like I did absolutely nothing to them. You if the gaslighting was a person,
That was like, you just know. So once I seen that, I was honestly kind of like, I'm like, just fuck both of them at this point. It's like it's not even something to choose. You get me?
Yeah.
It's like I might as well just start over and.
listen, being by yourself is like the best decision you can make for yourself. And this is why. It's not that neither woman are worthy to be with, is that you're not worthy to be with them. You don't know how to be in a monogamous relationship, knowing that at least one out of the two want a monogamous relationship. You decided to propose to one of them. That's a huge commitment. And if you're not ready to make that commitment, don't ask. This is when everybody's like, oh, I'm grown, I'm grown. No, the three of you do not make grown decisions. Y'all are big kids out here doing dumb stuff.
And be by myself.
I don't think that's possible though. One,
You don't
you
think I
have
could be
two.
by myself?
No, yeah, absolutely not. When you're by yourself, I think that's when your mind starts working.
And Jason Lee, that's mental health. You know what I mean? When you sit too long in your thoughts or whatever, and you sit here and become impulsive, there's a diagnosis, and he needs to see someone behind that.
And then that's when we have the lives and the tweets and then here
I
we
mean,
are. Then we
I
go.
could live by myself though. You feel me? Like, I can. That's what I'm saying. I think I should live by myself.
Okay, but you have two kids by one and one kid by another, so you're
Right.
gonna have to interact with them in some
Yeah, no,
capacity.
of course, we gonna interact. I'ma still, do my part, do the holiday thing. That's my thing. But I don't gotta live with them. They don't gotta live with me. As long as they in a nice environment, in a nice area, nice house, nice school, shit, it's cool. Right?
So is the engagement with Jaden off?
You trying to get messy in this motherfucker, bro?
I'm just asking you questions.
How is that messy? Now, this is where I'm gonna be honest with like Krishan. When it comes down to Jaden versus Krishan, like we all know more about Krishan and feel like, okay, well, he should choose her. And I've seen comments or whatever, and I can't even sit here and say that I didn't have my own biased opinion and how I felt about Jaden too, because I know more about Krishan than I know about Jaden Alexis. When there is a long-term bond with people, regardless of whether or not the relationship is flawed, there is some form of loyalty, and you could see it in Blueface that he is more drawn to Jaden Alexis, but I believe he's in love with Krishan. He just doesn't like the stuff that she does. Like, if he could have them both and have them do what he wants, perfect life for him. He wouldn't complain, but I think that he would like to mix the two. That's why it's hard for him to make a decision on who to deal with because he needs both of them. But I know that Jaden Alexis is not a person that he'd be willing to get rid of, period. And then he gets his manager. Is that what WAC 100 is? And that's such a fitting name. Whack is another person that it just every time I see this dude and when I hear him talk, I'm like, you're cringe city. Like, I don't understand why you feel the need to give your 2 cents because you make 0 cents when you speak.
As the other two children.
Right.
It's a fact, but you gotta first do this. Now, my thing is, why is it such a problem of getting that done?
And I don't know.
Cause listen, what if we look up
I
and
don't
it's
know how
like
to.
we
I don't
do
know.
on Maury,
I don't know how to approach shit like that. Like, you feel me? Like, hey,
you just go to look.
let me hold the baby real quick so I can swab. I'm like, I don't know. How should I
No,
do
you
it?
shouldn't even have to sneak it. Cause
Right.
see, a woman wants you to do it to say, nigga, shut up. Here,
Right.
be
Yeah.
quiet. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
nigga, I don't want to hear
she
that shit no
wanna
more.
throw it in your face like you.
No, they
Okay, this paternity thing really drives me crazy because he's already gotten the paternity test. And I mean, I'm not a dude, so I know that every child that came out of me belongs to me. But you did the paternity test already. You were confirmed that you were the father, right? This child's he has already been here for 3 months. And I think that I think Blueface knows that Krishan Jr. is his. That's why he does what he does. But of course, he has to put on a show for everybody else to kind of make it seem like, yeah, it's not his responsibility. It's not his kid. I didn't want the kid anyway. So let that be her problem. But I think he knows. Do I feel like he has a hard time trying to approach this whole situation? Like, yeah, like he's trying to teach Krishan a lesson, but it's kind of failing on him. Like I remember when he was like, "Well, I don't know how you're gonna go to work and go to the studio and do this and do that because you have to be at home taking care of the kids. So if you have this baby, life is over for you." So she's making it a point like I could show you better than I can tell you, and she's doing it. Can't get mad at her. he's pissed off that she's taking flight without him, right? Because Krishan was his moneymaker. Like, he decided to stop rapping, thank God, and decided to use her because he saw her potential. And she wasn't completely doing everything that you wanted her to do. And he was trying to teach Krishan a lesson, and it backfired. And here we are. Just get a paternity test. Hell, you had the baby in your arms the other day. All you had to do was swab that kid and put the daggone Q-tip in a plastic bag and keep it pushing. But you already know. And then the fact that Whack 100 keeps keeps pushing that. What is your issue? What is your issue with him claiming that being his son? Now, granted, he doesn't do it all the time, but he knows.
They should want you to know, because we got another young man out the way who he concerned, and he ain't talking crazy. We got to keep it real. So at the end of the day, to eliminate all doubt, fuck all the zoo shit, the play they ran, we don't know what they did. Man, just go, nigga, CBS got a swab, you can send that shit in and just be done with it. That way when they come back, you know everything you're doing and everything you standing on is right. Because what if you going through all this shit and it come back and BLUEFACE, the baby is not yours? Then what? I don't want you to lose your
Then I'm gonna feel
motherfucking
like a
mind.
fucking dickhead.
Yeah, but you might snap. You know what I'm saying? So before you get too far out there in the water, that's a simple. Let's eliminate that. Once you eliminate that, all three of y'all then have to.
Why snap? The thing is, he hasn't done anything. He has not put a red cent into this child's life. He has admitted that. Krishan has said that. Like, he's not losing anything at all. The only thing that would make him look like a dickhead is the fact that he went to Krishan's house, took the baby out of their house because you were jealous. Because it wasn't about the baby. It was about Krishan. Was not 100% hands down, was the issue was not about the baby being left home with someone else. It was about having some form of control what Krishan was doing. 100%, period. So, but you can't look but so stupid because you haven't done nothing. You haven't paid anything. That whole segment of him and Whack 100 was like 18 minutes long. I'm not going to even hold you with just reacting to all of that because I can't even recall everything they discussed. I just know that Whack 100 is on that whole paternity test, which is cool, right? Encourage the dude to do what he's supposed to do. But at this point, this dude is not doing it. Why? Because I think he feels it. You know what I mean? It knows that that's his kid. But I mean, it's not wrong. I'm not saying don't do it. Y'all get together and do what y'all supposed to do by Krishan Jr. Do what's right for the kids overall, all three of them. So I'm gonna put this picture up here, right? And it's a standstill. I found this on TikTok. And do you see what's in BLUEFACE's hand? When I tell you, I personally don't care about your freedom. I don't, and this is why. Do I want to see another black man go to jail? No, right? No, that's never the goal. Don't want that for anybody. But I can't respect the fact that you are an extremely disrespectful individual and then there's really no serious consequence. But because I have this wonderful screenshot, I'm not going to send it in to nobody, but I hope it gets to somebody. Like, are you supposed to be drinking? Listen, I know that I have the screen recording of what the judge said. Listen, I'm not going to even go through my phone right now because I have a million and one things recorded, but I can always go to Law and Crime or Crime and Law, whatever that YouTube channel is, or is it Law and Order? I don't know the name of that channel. I think it's Law and Crime. And because they have his case, his trial, not his trial, I guess his court case was in there, and the judge was very specific about his probation guidelines and what he can and cannot do. while he's on probation.
No use, possession, or control of alcohol or drugs. That includes marijuana. I take that very seriously for all probationers, so we have compliant probation. I want you to have structure to your probation, so full-time employment.
And yet, this dude can do whatever he wants. Now, mind you, he may have a little bit of coin and may pay people off, but you're not supposed to have alcohol in your possession. And she was very specific. And if you didn't drink, you probably wouldn't have put yourself in a situation where you were beating on women and get into a car accident with a baby. Like, just saying, stop drinking and perhaps you won't get yourself into trouble. Find some peace within yourself and leave these women alone. So today, right, I saw that he had posted something on his Instagram story, and I just thought it was comical.
That's what it's come down to, cuz. Hey, cuz, it is what it is.
But this is what kills me when it comes down to Blueface. Not really kill me, but I find it quite humbling, is that he has to be like the richest poor person ever seen. Because you buy all this jewelry, right? And then it appears like you can never have money for like food. Why is it that you're eating ravioli? Me as a regular person, right? Regular, degular nurse, right? I know how to use Instacart and DoorDash. And I don't know why you have an issue using it. Like, people don't even have to see you. Now, I think your house is obvious to where people will know it's your house because of, I think, how you have it painted on the outside. But you shouldn't have to live like this. That's what I'm saying.
Can't never go wrong with the raviolis, cuz. Crap, I could do this shit, cuz. Dead homies on that's why I could live off raviolis, cuz. No problemo.
Nobody should have to live off of ravioli. Not saying that there's people out there that don't and need to. Like, I'm not saying that. Lord have mercy. But my thing is, you actually have money, Blueface. Like, why?
Okay, get right. Put a little bit of that in there, cuz. Come on, cuz. Dinner is served, on that's why. And
Not
they
the
ain't gonna
Old Bay.
starve.
Old Bay and ravioli?
It's really good.
No, it's not.
Raviolis was
No, it's
delicious.
not.
I think I'll go to bed now.
It was so delicious that your bowl looks the same way when you have poured all of it in the bowl.
Fuck. Shit. Fucking toe. Alright, guys. I'm gonna just go. I don't give a fuck. Great.
Who? It's like, who raised you? Did your mom walk around talking like that? Like, listen, I understand that regardless of how parents raise their kids, like, they get influenced by whatever they might see out there, right? But this dude is mad obnoxious. And it's like, did your mother and father not teach you a lick of class? Like, a little bit? You're so obnoxious. Why do women feel like he's it? Is beyond me.
It is what it is. Still got this shit. That's why you can't take that from me. They can't take a nigga. Quit. They could do everything, but they can't never take a nigga dick, cuz. Crit. If it's one thing I want you young black kings to learn from me, is that these women, they could take your heart, they could take your mind, they could take your soul. But they can't never take your from you, nigga. So keep your fucking in your hand, nigga. In your hand, and you gonna be alright at night.
I can't. I can't. Before I close this thing out, right? I'm just gonna double check to make sure that nothing else was posted because I'm not I'm not that person that's gonna keep coming back and talk about the same thing over and over again. It might be the same folks, but I don't want to keep like dragging out a topic. Even though my next video will be about Diddy yet again, because that's something that I will be seeing through to however this ends. Appreciate the people in your lives, and you may not have to eat ravioli and get burnt McMuffins. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna shed some positive light and a little bit of advice to this whole catastrophe. One, I think that it's great that these women finally put their differences aside and got together. Do I agree with them trashing a dude's house? No, I think it's stupid. I think that's just dumb. I understand that you're mad, feeling a little hostile, but I also really feel for real that it was all for show. Like, they know everybody's looking. They know that we're all going to tune in to their soap opera, and they gave us a show, in my opinion. I really don't feel like it was genuine. Now, in the event that it is, I'm glad that they stuck together, just not in the way they did it. I feel like during this serious moment, they shouldn't have been drinking. Like, why? If you were so hell bent, Krishan, about your child being taken away from your house, what's drinking going to accomplish? Like, what are we doing? Jaden, I understand that you're hurt. Why did you feel the need to pick up alcohol to express your feelings? I feel like that's when you talk the most. You get a little froggier when you start drinking. Y'all got to find healthier ways of expressing yourself. Blue is going to be who he's going to be, right? But because you ladies tend to have a little bit more sense than him, I need you to be a little bit smarter, because when you guys are online and you're publicizing everything and you're drinking in the midst of doing whatever it is you're doing and showing the world, this dude can use that as ammo, because what he does is he gets you guys all riled up and then plays the victim later. Y'all give him reason to bring that up later. You know what I mean? Like, use your brain. I think that if you guys continue on this path of building at least, a relationship, being cordial because you guys have kids who are siblings, y'all can benefit from this. Yes, in the event that people call you guys to go do interviews, do them. Don't take him though. Leave his broke ass, no, he's not broke, but leave his punk ass at home, right? You guys go ahead. Y'all have worked hard to get whatever it is that's coming to you. And I know that Jason Lee wants to interview you guys. Do it. Even if he wants the three of you guys there, the only worry that I have is that it's going to get physical. So maybe that isn't a good idea. But you two ladies, work on that. I'm not saying do music together. I'm just saying build a healthy relationship so then the kids can grow up together and not have to meet each other later on in life. Blueface, we just need you to grow up, baby. Right? I know that you're not talking to your mom. You tend to avoid her like the freaking plague for whatever reason that you have, right? Because I can't sit here and tell a person to talk to their parent or whatever, or advise them to talk to their parent. If you have your reasons to stay away, then whatever. But you do need some guidance. You need some therapy, because your effed up relationship with women is not healthy. You also have a daughter and you also have two sons. Like, what are we going to teach them? To be like you? And oh, that's a problem. That's a whole problem. No, we don't need no more blue faces walking around here. In the event that Zeus wants to throw a show out there, I would watch it, right? I think we all would. But it's like, you also got to think it's going to benefit the kids in the long run. Because be mindful, the shit that y'all put out there, the kids will see one day. Like, everything shouldn't be about money. Like, remember, the kids will see. So whatever decisions y'all make going forward, think of them first. At least try to. But yeah, work together. Y'all have kids together. Y'all decide to lay down with each other to make these kids. Y'all should be able to be cordial and make sure that you all are doing what is best for them in the long run. Someone tell Blueface to stop taking pictures and start recording with Hennessy bottles in his hand, because I promise you, there is going to be a day, and I'm actually praying for that day. So I'm that person, be like, Lord, I hope he gets in trouble. Like, you're over there violating left and right, and only by the grace of the Lord himself that you have not gone to jail. Like, Lord, give you thanks. While you're sitting here praying over your ravioli that I think is completely BS. Like, stop doing dumb stuff. You have children, your kids are going to see you acting foolish. Like, get it together, everybody. But that's all I got today, y'all. Like, that whole situation was a freaking mess. So thank you so much for watching. This is gonna go up late, but it's gonna go up. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support. If you like this video, please give this a thumbs up. If you are listening to the podcast, I don't think there's a thumbs up. Can you like it? I'm not really sure. I listen to podcasts, but I don't even think I've ever liked someone's episode. But anyway, but if there is, go ahead and click like. And also too, if you still haven't hit that subscribe button or the notification bell by the end of this video, podcast, however you're listening to me, go ahead and do that. So then you can be notified when the next video goes up. And the plan is every Thursday, regardless of what time is going up on Thursday. Thank you guys. I appreciate your support and love. And I will catch you all in the next one. If you want to connect with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram on Spit Talking with Thalia on Instagram. If you're still here to catch a little bit of makeup, you can find me still at Thalia's Eye Candy on Twitter. Spit Talk Thalia, I believe, on Twitter. Because I'm over there. And I'm only really always responding to the Fooler SC Blueface and Krishan do. I think that's the only time I really say something is when I get it. I respond to Blueface's dumb tweets. But anyway, I'm still around, and you can always go into the description box and catch my social media in there and just click on it and go. Alrighty, you guys. I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.
Merry Christmas to